Hey everyone, this is Corine Lafont, your favorite radio host, your only radio host, and favorite girl, of course, broadcasting to you from the lovely island of Trinidad and Tobago in the Caribbean on Between the Lines. And you know how we do it here on Between the Lines, always with gratitude, always with thankfulness. I'm thankful to be here. It's a beautiful, bright, sunny day here in Trinidad and Tobago. Even though I'm wearing my sweater, this is just to make things formal while I'm hosting my show. But I love the weather today. It's just a beautiful day, and I'm excited to be here. I'm excited to be above ground, to experience the world, and to bring more wisdom to you today. And we're talking about a really great topic. It's a topic that I always wanted to talk about. So I want to thank my host, my guest, I should say, in advance for bringing this topic to me because it is something that interests me, and it's great to talk to someone about it. So Patti Kaye, as you see, she named herself there. That's what she's called. But her formal name, as she sent me in the bio, is Patricia Bevilacqua. Okay, but we'll call her Patti for today. So let me tell you a bit about her. But before that, let me tell you what we're talking about. Mindset shift and multiple sclerosis. And I'm now noticing that my promo image is missing an I in shift. How is that possible? Mindset shift and multiple sclerosis. And let me tell you a bit about Patti. So Patti Kaye Bevilacqua knows firsthand how adopting a positive mindset serves her much better than focusing on the losses she endured, and there were many. Instead of feeling depressed, angry, and disappointed when multiple sclerosis rears its ugly head, she lets go of the emotions and looks forward to tomorrow. As she says, in the beginning, she was a good person. She liked who she was, and MS stood for multiple sclerosis. Today, she's a great person, and she loves who she is because she lives with MS. Consequently, MS now stands for mindset shift. Isn't that a wonderful spin, a positive outlook on what you're living with for the rest of your life? Patti, welcome to Between the Lines.
Thank you very much. And thank you for this opportunity. And I'm going to share my gratefulness statement. We got a huge pile of snow yesterday in Canada. So I am grateful that my husband is outside shoveling and I am in here talking to you.
That's a very good, powerful statement. Yes, yes. And I am going to make another statement. One day, you are not going to be in the snow with your husband, with him shoveling snow. You're going to be on a Caribbean island, probably even Trinidad, where you will be warm and there's nothing to shovel but yourself in a hammock, having a wonderful time.
I love it.
And I'm sure multiple sclerosis will go all away because it doesn't like heat and it doesn't like fun. Okay. Exactly. I am just guessing. I don't know, but I'm thinking.
You were right on.
So, Patti, tell me about multiple sclerosis. Let me tell you what happens to me when I think of it. When I heard of multiple sclerosis, I never heard of it before. There's this guy who I absolutely love. I'm making it public. I absolutely love. His name is Shamar Moore. You would have heard about him probably because his mother, I know, is Canadian, right? He's also part Canadian. He's an actor on Criminal Minds, and he used to raise money all over for for his mother with multiple sclerosis. He used to ride and raise funds for to bring awareness. And so when this came to me today, and you came on my show, I'm like, oh my goodness, I'm also here doing something to raise awareness for multiple sclerosis and to have somebody who I can talk to. And his mother passed, I think it's about 2 years now, right, that she passed on. And it was very hard for him because him and his mother, they're like close like that, Right. And so it was really hard for him. And so I am so glad to have you on to talk about this, to educate me and to educate others on what the disease, if you want to call it that. I don't really like to call these things diseases. It sounds so negative, and people tend to possess it. They say, I'm suffering from. I'm like, you need to change those, that I wouldn't even call it an affirmation. It's not yours. Why are you taking it on and wearing it as a cloak Stop
Mhm.
saying that you're suffering from anything. It doesn't have to be multiple sclerosis, it could be anything.
Right.
Just say that you probably have the condition or you're dealing with this. Find another way to reframe it and look at it. So I am so happy to have you on. Mindset shift.
Absolutely.
Okay? So you don't have multiple sclerosis. You have mindset shift.
I
Okay?
do. I do. Absolutely. Like you, I had no idea what MS was until I
Wow.
was told that it was now a part of me. And the first
Wow.
few years was very challenging because I was a high school physical education teacher.
Wow.
And I was only able to teach PE for 5 years. And it was my
Whoa.
dream in life. And all of a sudden, it was poof, gone. And I was broken. I was, oh, I don't even want to
But
think
let's
about it.
let's let's put a positive spin on that, Patty. Let's put a
Mm,
positive spin. You got 5 years. It's not to say that you
abs-
didn't get any time at all. You
do you
got
know?
5 years. Yeah.
And they were the best 5 years of the 11 years that I,
Yes. Yes.
absolutely.
You got the opportunity. So you have the memories. You have the
Oh, yeah,
memories. And I am thankful for that.
absolutely. And my
Yeah.
connections with the students was very important, and they continue
Mm.
today. And
Yeah.
I feel very blessed to have them as my
Of
ambassador
course.
for the message.
Of course, but let's educate persons on what MS
Mm,
is if they don't know,
sure,
because they don't know. Is it something that comes on to you? Is it genetic? Is it hereditary? What are the signs, the symptoms? I don't know.
sure.
Help us here to understand. So if we need to look out for it within ourselves, a loved one, somebody else, we could say, hey, go check that out or start doing this. Is it a lifestyle situation that you can change something? How do you live with it? Help us here.
Sure. So, multiple sclerosis means multi-plaque, and it affects the central nervous system, so your brain and spinal cord. And what happens is plaque gets built up on a nerve. So when my brain says, lift my foot,
Mm-hmm.
it goes down the nerve and then it hits this piece of plaque. And it either doesn't get through or it gets through very slowly. And for all the years, there is, we do not know what causes MS. We do not know how to cure MS. And
But
uh,
you say plaque, and I'm thinking, just like plaque on teeth or plaque in your arteries that causes
mhm,
blockage or a buildup of something which causes problems. Is wouldn't it be the same? So is it a diet thing? What? Could you change your diet? What?
yes, you can. I make
Mm-hmm.
good choices all day, every day,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
but I have not stopped living. So when I want a beer, damn it, I have to.
Patty, Patty, I love you. Patty, I love you. Are you saying shush to nothing? I agree with you. I say drink up, live. You hear what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Live.
When
You are
when
not
I
going to let that disease tell you how to enjoy your life. I'm
no,
going to come and have a beer with you. Patty, I'm going to come and have a beer with you.
absolutely. When I
A
want a
Canadian
greasy
beer.
when I have a greasy burger from McDonald's, I enjoy it, right? Right? So, I was 23 when I was diagnosed, and
Wow.
I had no indications along the way. All of a sudden, one morning, I woke up and I saw two of everything. And that is called optic neuritis. And it's a very
Whoa.
common first symptom for people with MS. And if I take my glasses off, I still see
Uh-huh.
two of everything. So I have a special
Damn.
lens because it's only one eye. All my symptoms
So
have
you
been
have
on.
a special gift. You have a special gift. You are seeing extra of everything when everybody else could see one. You
And you know what? I love that because I love my husband so much. It gives me even more to hug.
Patty, can I tell you I'm single and I am envious right now? You have two. I don't even have one. No.
And you know what? I'm not sending him down to you.
Yeah, Patty.
So
There's a
I
yeah.
I use a
That's okay.
I
I'll
say,
come to
yeah,
Canada. I'll come to Canada.
I say MS for me is like an unwanted tenant in your basement suite.
Yeah.
Late with the rent, noisy,
Damn.
garbage all over, and I can't get rid of him. So I learned
Yeah.
to live with him, and that's exactly what I've done.
And how do you live with that tenant? Tell us. I mean, besides having the
Um,
burger, the greasy burger, and the beer.
sure. I walk every day for a half an hour.
Yeah.
I listen to my body. When my body says I'm tired, I'll take a break. When my body says I'm too
Yeah.
hot,
Yeah.
I have to adjust. Um, I I will tell you how I
Yeah.
start every single day. Before my feet
Mm-hmm.
hit the floor, I say to myself, I am going to begin today as my best self. And for
That's
whatever
right.
reason, if that doesn't last, I'm not going to give up because there's always tomorrow. And Patty, tomorrow is a
Exactly.
new day with new possibilities.
That's right. That's right. That's right. Be
Yes.
thankful.
Mhm.
A life full of gratitude will attract more gratitude into your life. So, Patty, is there
Absolutely.
anything that doctors can do? I know there's no cure. People are pressing for a cure. They're, bringing awareness like what you're doing and like what your mom has been doing and many others have been doing. But what could be done to extend your life, to make your life with more quality? I hear you talking about that personal mantra that you take on to your life where you live positively every day because you know there's going to come an end. And this is not to make it seem as if, oh, doom and gloom. We all are going to die and we all don't know when we're going to die. People could die before
Sure.
you without MS. It has nothing to
Mhm.
do with with anything like
No,
that. But we all
no.
are on the process of dying, and it's how we die, and it's to accept. It's to accept what it is we have and to make the best instead of lying in a bed and saying, "Oh, woe is me, me." You're not taking that position. You have a mindset shift on it, and just with the mind, Patty, it makes your life even last longer than what doctors expect and what your family
Absolutely.
expect. It's all in the mind.
Karina, I have lived longer with MS than I have without. And
Wow.
I am a better person today. I wasn't a bad person back then, but I am pretty awesome today.
When I read your bio, Patty, and you spoke about, you got the job of your dreams, and it just cut short after 5 years. And it's like you had to live off disability. Your whole life just changed, in a blink of an eye, without your choice, without your permission, without, your discussion
Yes.
or agreement. This is what was thrown at you, and you had to just, as they say, pivot. This is not even a pivot. You just had to accept and you move.
Right.
And you went on. You know what was impressive to me? You went on and you studied and got your PhD, is it? And
Yes.
I'm like, what kind of mindset shift does it take for somebody to have a disease where they know the end is coming, there's nothing to do, and they move on? They decide, hell no. I am going to study whatever, and you decide your research was on what? Tell us about it.
Sure. So I worked with other teachers who had multiple sclerosis, and I researched how MS
Wow.
affected their teacher identity. And it was life changing for me. Every other person that I talked to
Wow.
after they got sick, they went back to teaching math, French, science, English. After I got sick and took
Mhm.
time off, I didn't go back to the gym. And so my identity as a PE teacher wasn't there, and I didn't have another one. And I was lost, really lost. Yeah.
Mhm. Wow.
There was
You
a
know,
time.
that's something that's a lesson. There's a lesson to be learned from that. And this is something that I keep teaching and telling persons. Stop putting your identity into things that you're not supposed to be attached to. Because when these things are taken away from you, you're like, who am I? People identify themselves as a teacher, a doctor, when those things are gone, or let's say you had money and your money is gone for some reason, or the house was taken away, or the car, or your friends leave you, you're like, who am I? You're not, no. These things are of the world, Patty, and they can come and go. That's what they do. It has nothing to do with you and who you are. Your
Right.
journey is to figure out who you are. And I think MS came as a gift to you in your life. And it could be cancer in somebody's life, it could be something else in somebody else's life. But these things come in our lives to humble us, to bring us back to who we are meant to be. I don't know if you are in agreement with that.
I agree 100%. In the
Yes.
beginning, when I got sick, I
Mm-hmm.
fell into that deep, dark hole. So
Yeah.
it took me
Hmm.
14 years to get to where I am today. And it
Wow.
was it was like this, right?
Yeah. Up
But
and down. Yeah.
lots of learning and realizing that enjoying life and doing what I can do served me a heck of a lot better than being, you know, sad
Yeah.
Susie.
How
Poor
does
Susie.
your husband wait? How does your husband deal with it? Because we have to look at that side of it. You are dealing with
Yes,
it on your own, but we have a network. We have our spouses, we have our parents, we have our friends, our neighbors,
yes.
children. Tell me, how does your network deal with it?
My family lives quite a ways from me, so I only
Mm-hmm.
see them once or twice a year. So
Mm-hmm.
they see the changes. I don't because I live with it every day, right?
Every day.
Um, my husband calls me stubborn, um, but he's pretty impressed with me,
Nice.
and he
I
should be,
think
right?
of course, I think all wives they call them stubborn. That's okay.
Yeah,
All wives are stubborn. It's a thing, and all husbands are stubborn. So that's fine. Yeah. And he's out shoveling the snow right now while you're on a radio show that's going to reach an international audience. So
I
that's
know.
good for being stubborn.
Yeah.
So, so Patty, I see you've been part of a book, and I want to feature that. I want to hop on your website now and take the few minutes that we have to really focus on that, because I think your book is about a number of other authors who contributed to talk about their challenges, which is good, and how they overcome it. Because my belief, I too am an author and I publish books, help persons to publish their books. And it is important to share your story with others. You
Yes,
don't know who, it could be one person, Patty, that needs to
absolutely.
hear that story to realize they are
Abs-
not alone. They are not alone.
That is huge. Corine,
Hmm.
that is super huge.
Hmm.
You
Yeah,
are not alone.
yeah.
Yeah.
You're not alone. Yeah. And there's nothing special about you to say what you're going through, others haven't, or, it's bigger woe is me on that end compared to, somebody else. Hey,
Yes.
we're all going through. There's no shame, guilt, embarrassment. There's no such thing. Are you seeing the website up here now?
I am.
And it's so pretty. I love it. I love it. It's colorful and cute. MS Warrior Sisters. Look at. I want to go straight to the book quickly because the
Yes.
book is important. Make sure you have a Kleenex. See, the instructions are there. Make sure you have a Kleenex, a whole box. Okay. And so if persons need to order the book, they can pre-order in Canada, get the paperback in Canada or in the USA. Ooh, do you hate hearing really, but you look so good, or it could be worse, right? Oh gosh. Jeez. Oh, put in your name and email. So this is how persons can contact you and keep in touch with you. But
Yes.
if you want to get a book, persons can get it through here. And I think I
Yes.
saw a link here. Oh, you can click here, I guess, to go straight to the book. And of
Yes.
course, in the YouTube description, let me see if I can. Oh, this is what the book looks like. Yes, because that is what I wanted to showcase, what the book looks
Yes.
like. Yes.
Yeah.
So
It's
persons
titled
will know what to find.
Absolute Will. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it's called Absolute Will. It's 21 different stories from women from 7 countries in the world.
Wow.
And it's about the obstacle that they faced and the journey
Mm-hmm.
that they had to go through, but they came out on the other side glowing and making a difference in other people's lives.
Oh my word. Oh my word. You said you are greater today than before. When you compare the phase you have gone through, after learning about MS, being told that you have MS, when you compare that part of your life with the one before, what would you tell your younger self? You know, if you had your younger self facing you, what would you tell your younger self about your life before MS and your life after MS?
Yes. Um, Way back then, I was going to be a PE teacher till I retired. So my path was linear from
Mm,
start to finish. And I had no other path. And that was a big problem. So my words to my younger self is your journey through life, no matter whether you're on track
yeah,
or not. It's like this. Sometimes you come to forks in the road. Nothing is linear. So
yeah,
love yourself. Yeah.
yeah,
And
yeah,
appreciate what you have.
yeah. That's some of the best advice I could give to anybody. And especially, we're still in the pandemic. We don't know what we're coming to meet in 2022. People are hopeful.
Right.
And I
Yes.
think I think we have a foundation that was set. When I say a foundation, in the sense of a resilience, a sort of, it's not to say that we're starting at ground zero. We've had 2 years in to have an idea how to maneuver, navigate, deal with.
Yeah.
The whole online thing shocked people more so than ever, the isolation. And it brought people closer. Some people it brought closer, some people it brought further apart. And so we're not starting at ground zero, and we don't know what is coming to hit us in 2022. So comparing that with MS, it's a similar to me sort of a challenge. We were not prepared, we were not told, there were not nothing to, and we
Yeah.
just had to roll with what we were given. But at
Absolutely.
least when you, just like when you found out about the condition, you started to learn about it because you never knew. So there was a learning process until now. As you said, it took you 14 years. The hills and valleys. So we are going through the hills and valleys, but there's going to come a point, like I said to people, where everything balances off. It has to. That is how the universe is made up. it must balance off. There comes a point where things, just like you're trying to lose weight, you reach a plateau. And you're like, I'm not moving, I'm not losing weight. You're not gaining, you're not losing. But you hit a plateau. Things will balance off after a while.
Yep.
What are your final points that you want to share with persons as we round up the show?
Mm-hmm. I have a Facebook group, and it's called MS stands for Mindset Shift. In 6 months, I have over 600 members, and we laugh, we cry, we tell jokes, we support each other, we listen, we vent, and it's just been amazing.
Awesome. So you're encouraging persons to hop over and get connected with you on your Facebook page. Yeah.
Yes,
So
yes,
that they can also get to learn and even get support. Yeah.
absolutely.
Get the
There
support
are
that they need. Mm-hmm.
and there are women there who do not have MS, but they support somebody with MS,
Yeah.
and I embrace them all.
Awesome. Awesome. And it's good to learn. You don't have to have something in order for you to be a part of something. It's a way of
Not at all.
educating yourself because you just never know. It's so amazing that you don't have it, but you join a community just to learn and support. And you may end up knowing somebody or somebody who knows someone that has it, and you can say, hey, I am part of a group, join this group and encourage them. So you indirectly you are helping someone else. Patty, oh my
Absolutely.
goodness, you are beautiful. Keep having your burgers, keep drinking your beers, live your life.
Absolutely.
And don't let anybody stop you. Be the best version of yourself. I don't see you with MS. I see you with a mindset shift. I see you having a long, healthy life because we have to hang out in a hammock in the Caribbean, drinking pina coladas on the beach,
Woohoo!
having fun. Okay?
I,
That's what we need
I'm
to
there.
do.
I'm there.
That's right. You could leave the husband home. It's just me and you.
Absolutely.
We'll see how stubborn that is.
Yes, right. You you are amazing as well. Thank you for highlighting the other side, which is it's the best place to be, is on the other side of any challenge that you may face. And that's an important message for people to hear. So thank you for doing what you do as well.
No problem. I appreciate it. And it's my pleasure and honor. And it's my purpose. That's what I'm one of the things I'm meant to do. So I'm doing it. And I'm thankful. Thank you
Absolutely.
so much, Patty, for being here on Between the Lines. All the best to you.